show you are watching is real. These people are not actors. For the next half hour, you will follow a potential Army recruit with a backstage pass, learning about Army life, careers, and themselves. At the end, they'll make a life-changing decision: join the Army or remain a civilian. This recruit's journey starts now.
Latina Rivers is an educated professional with a competitive edge, searching for her next challenge. If Latina chooses the Army, she'll be the 4th generation in her family and the first female to serve.
Over here, we have a solar panel from Skylab. My name is Latina Rivers. I live in Huntsville, Alabama, and I'm currently working as an instructor here at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center.
So go ahead and put your headsets on.
I went to college at the University of Alabama and studied chemistry there, then went to grad school and studied biotechnology. Now I am pursuing my Ph.D. in material science and engineering.
So either pilot or commander will radio down to Houston and you will say, "Houston, we have a problem."
I feel I am at a crossroads. My options are either finish my degree and work in the private sector or see what I'm made of and go join the Army.
I don't think it's a bad idea for you to join the Army. I'm just concerned about you leaving.
You mean you tell me if I did decide to do it, you would miss me?
Maybe.
I just feel like something's missing. What motivates me to join the Army is life experience. So that hands-on application, I experience the most type of growth in that type of environment. The book will only take you so far. Right now, I feel like my identity is tied to what I'm doing. And I don't know what I'm doing right now.
I wanted to be happy and I wanted to be successful. Now that this opportunity with the Army has presented itself, she should go for it. Your dad was in, he loved it, you know, he really enjoyed it.
I am an Army brat. My dad was in for the Persian Gulf War. The Army life is not a bad life. They took care of us. It is a big family.
I want you to be happy.
I'm excited to be challenged. I feel like if I possibly join the Army, it will really take me to that next level that I want to be at. This week is gonna be epic.
Latina's extensive education and current experience with the U.S. Space and Rocket Center make her the perfect candidate for the Army's cutting-edge world of aviation. But not all pilots leave the ground when flying.
The specialists of the intricate Unmanned Aircraft System, or 15 Whiskey, conduct reconnaissance and surveillance, all to support troops on the ground with vital intelligence, saving resources and lives.
Latina will test her limits and learn how a plane can fly when the cockpit is on the ground. Latina, Staff Sergeant Jones, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. How are you?
Good. Welcome to Fort Hood. Tell me what brings you here.
I work at the Space and Rocket Center. I'm exposed to a lot of aviation and aerospace technologies, and one of the things that I need to work on is actually application.
A lot of people aren't aware of the fact that we are on the cutting edge of technology, that a lot of this equipment that the Army is using is what actually leads the forefront in the civilian world.
In the civilian world, sometimes it's more conceptual, and I like hands-on experience, and I want the inside scoop.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and send you off with your battle buddy and your mentor. Good luck on your training.
Thank you, ma'am.
Take care.
Bring it in, bring it in. That's good. Hi, Latina.
Hi.
I'm Sergeant Preston. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Welcome to Gray Army Airfield.
Thank you.
I'm going to be your mentor this week.
At 25 years old, Sergeant Joel Preston is already a seasoned Gray Eagle aircraft commander with over 1,000 hours of flight experience. He has deployed to Afghanistan, completing numerous tactical missions, and is now an instructor-operator here at Fort Hood.
These are going to be your battle buddies for the week. We got PFC Robertson.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And PFC D'Antimo.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now, the goal of the week isn't to make you a 15 Whiskey, but help to aid you in your decision whether or not to join the Army. All right, let's start your training.
Okay.
The MQ-1C Gray Eagle is a multi-purpose, extended-range unmanned aircraft system. Powered by a 165 horsepower Thielert heavy fuel engine, it carries electro-optics, infrared with laser designation, synthetic aperture radar, and 4 Hellfire missiles.
All right, Latina, right now we're going to move into our exterior inspection. The first thing we're going to have Latina do is the visual checks and getting her hands on the aircraft.
This is the payload. This is what we used while we're on mission to stare down at the ground with.
Okay.
And at the end, we'll do an overall rundown where she gets to do the entire pre-flight by herself.
You just want to check and make sure it has full range of motion. Check the lenses, make sure everything's clean.
These will be your nav and strobe lights.
Next is the trailing edge.
My pre-flight checklist was very interesting. We went through all the movable parts on the drone itself. We had safety checks and made sure that there was no damage to it externally.
All right, your turn.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see what I learned. I may not get the names right, so please don't trust me.
That's all right.
I like the Gray Eagle. Like, if I could hug it, I really would. Edge line's good, Sergeant?
All right.
Probably makes me sound really weird, but I don't care. I just think it's really cool. Looks good. Like, it's just so awesome.
All right, we got the left air inlets check. Remember where those are? Yep, we got 3 of those, so we're gonna check those real quick.
All right.
Do a quick forward avionics bay check. Part of what we look for in our operators is that retention capability, that motivation to learn, and that hunger and drive. I was impressed and very excited to see that Latina had all of those. All right, any questions?
Yeah, where can I fly it?
Well, now that we've run through our pre-flight, let's go ahead and see what it can do. Yes. All right, let's go.
I am very excited for the hands-on application part. I think that's where you are either made or broken.
Now that Latina is acquainted with the Gray Eagle, it's time to step into the Ground Control Station, or GCS. This is the portable headquarters for 15 Whiskey and houses the controls for the Gray Eagle unmanned aircraft system. Analyzing real-time images from a safe distance while operating the high-tech camera is the job of the payload operator. Let's see if Latina is up to the task.
All right, Latina, right now you're sitting in the payload operator seat, and Antimo, your battle buddy, is sitting in the aircraft operator seat. So the goal this week is to have Latina sit down and be a payload operator on an actual real-life scenario. So right now we're going to give her some hands-on experience on that camera and just see where she's at. This is obviously a team effort. You're controlling one aspect, which is the camera. He's controlling the other aspect, which is the aircraft. And in order to accomplish any mission or scenario, it's going to require both of you to work together to accomplish this task.
Okay. I am very excited to play with the controls and really operate the Gray Eagle because, I mean, like, look at it, it's just epic.
When downrange, our soldiers depend on 15 Whiskeys to keep them out of harm's way. One of the responsibilities of the payload operator is surveillance. Latina will be conducting a patterns of life scan, meticulously skimming the landscape for anything that could be a threat.
All right, let's see if we can find anything.
I'm just trying to figure out how to work the controls.
Keep in mind, small adjustments, very small adjustments.
You kind of have to lean into the control rather than flicking it.
And keep in mind the camera is inverted, so up is down. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to get it. I'm going to get this. I wasn't really overwhelmed. I just wanted to get it right, and I wasn't able to do that.
Got a nice, slow, steady scan there. See if you can get it back on the road. Oh, there you go.
What is going on? All right. This is not cool.
See where he's flying directly over your stare point?
Yeah.
We call that lower limits. It's when the camera has 2 part of a time staring directly down at the ground. It only moves vertically and horizontally.
Yeah.
So since it can't adjust, it starts kicking in crazy out of the way. So that's where crew coordination plays the biggest role. Mission failed.
Latina did pretty well for her first time off the streets. She did make us enter into lower limits with the payload, so it just kind of went everywhere because she wasn't communicating with me on the where I need to put the aircraft.
It's constant crew coordination working together, and that's going to be part of him, and it's going to be part on you.
All right.
So now that we see some things that we can work on throughout the week, we can tailor your training to meet that standard by the end of the week.
The expectations that I had totally got blown out the window because I quickly learned that the operator controls for payload is very sensitive. I'll get the training. I'm confident. I don't like to fail.
All right, guys, right now we're going to do some competition PT. It's going to be an obstacle course, timed event. Tina, have you done anything like this before?
No. I am about to do the Army obstacle course. I'm pretty excited about it.
All right, everybody ready? Get set, go!
15 Whiskeys work in small teams to get the job done. And in this team-building exercise, it's a race against time as Latina will join her mentor and battle buddies to try to beat their opponent's time.
Up and over.
Work together, let's go. We're gonna send the first team through, see how their time is. I personally think our team with Latina is gonna smoke the other team.
Come on, go. Up, look at him hops. Physically, I feel like I am up to the challenge. I was a varsity athlete in college. I do still work out, and I like to stay in shape.
Come on, Raider.
But actions speak louder than words.
All right. Good job.
Time was 16:20.
Ready? So that's gonna be the time that we're gonna beat. Now just remember that we start as a team, we end as a team. Stay motivated as we're out there.
Yes.
Let's go have some fun.
Go!
I think I will be a good teammate for them because I understand that it's about teamwork and helping each other even when you are like dog tired. Let's go, guys. You can do it. Sometimes that cheering and that pushing actually helps. Come on, D.
Up. Step up. Up and over. Throw your leg over. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Come on, guys, come on. All right, come on, Latina.
Come on, Latina. Come on, Sergeant. Keep going. Come on, Latina.
Oh, my God.
You got it, Latina, come on.
Wrap your leg around and put it over your, there you go. Now step on
like that.
You got it.
Oh, I just lacked upper body strength. Even though I kind of had the technique on the rope, I just didn't have the strength to do it.
Come on, let's go. Next obstacle. 15-second penalty. We are always setting up the individual for success.
15-second penalty for not completing that event.
And part of that is teamwork, crew coordination, and working together to accomplish any given task or mission that stands in front of you. We're gonna lunge through this.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, let's go, guys. Come on. Get the hands up. Get the hands up.
I could say I'm a little bit competitive, but let's go, D.
Let's go, bro.
Let's finish it up. I think it's all in good fun. You need to have some type of drive. Come on. We can do it. Come on. You can do it.
You got it.
I need help.
Give me a hand. Got you.
Come on. 14. 15,
Go.
16. 17. Oh, no. 16, 18. Beat him by 2 seconds.
Good job. We just beat the A team by 2 seconds. I don't even care if it's 2 seconds, because it's still number 1.
Feels great. She was motivated the whole time. Never gave up on herself, never quit on the team. She stayed strong the whole time.
Big team, that's why you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Hey, Latina, welcome to the Gray Eagle Simulator. Today you're going to get a first-hand look on what the operators actually train on.
Operating a Gray Eagle is not something you can learn overnight. It takes hundreds of hours of flight time to become proficient enough for a tactical environment. The Army's state-of-the-art simulators allow 15 whiskeys to refine their skills.
Sergeant Charbonneau is going to act as your mission coordinator for this scenario.
Hey.
Coordinates of target are as follows. 1-4.
As the payload operator, Latina's tasked with finding 2 known hostiles that are fleeing the scene in a truck. These are high-value targets. If they escape, it's mission failure.
Relocate to that area and conduct reconnaissance. All right, so now we got our target. We're pointing at those grid coordinates. You want to zoom in there and see if you can find the truck. To Antimo, you want to support her by flying closer to the objective.
Roger, I'm already repositioning the aircraft.
Nomad 05, this is Nomad MC. Be advised, we've received information that the truck is red and currently moving to the south-southeast.
Copy that.
Alright, you just want to do a systematic scan of the area and see if you can find that truck while it's at that location.
Okay.
Nothing that way, let's go back up to the south there.
Latina did struggle at finding the target right off the bat.
If at any time we have trouble finding the target, we can always ask the MC for a more specific grid to that objective.
MC, may I have more information?
Last known position of red truck was 1-4, Romeo Papa Victor.
There it is.
All right.
It's our target.
Perfect. Our ground force commander has advised me that that is the target. All right, so it looks like he's pulling off to the side of the road. You as the payload operator are going to fire the laser,
okay,
and the aircraft operator is going to fire the missile. That way you don't have to worry about everything by yourself. You guys are working together.
Okay.
In order to successfully destroy the enemy, Latina will need to keep the laser's crosshairs directly on the target. One small mistake and the missile could miss completely.
You're going to maintain the crosshairs with your right hand, and you're going to fire the laser with your left.
I just hold that laser. As soon as wings are level, I will fire.
All right, now fire.
All right, we have weapons away.
So you just want to maintain those crosshairs on that building? Oh, not too far out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good effect on target.
the very last thing that we can offer the ground force commander is a battle damage assessment.
MC, this is Nomad 05. We have target destruction.
Latina did exceptionally well. She picked up on the lingo. Some things that she can improve on is obviously the operations of the joystick as a whole, which is something that's just going to come with experience.
I'm relaying to the ground force commander. We are calling end of mission at this time.
Even though I work with simulators every day, I will say this is vastly different. I don't really get to blow up targets and be like, yeah. I had a lot of fun.
Pretty straightforward?
Pretty awesome.
All right.
In the Army, one of the top priorities is to make sure its soldiers and their families are well taken care of. They offer a wide range of benefits and recreational activities to provide their soldiers with a world-class lifestyle.
Hey, Robertson, you ever ridden horses before? Not a day in my life, sir. You nervous? A little bit.
A horse knows when you're afraid, so just don't be afraid.
We just arrived at Ballora Horse Ranch, and it's going to give Latina an opportunity to see some of the activities that the Army has to offer when you're not on post or in uniform.
As far as transitioning outside of the Army, how do you think it'll work for you with this MOS?
Unmanned aircraft systems, they're becoming a lot more popular, not just in the military, but in civilian life as well. These guys could have all kinds of different jobs to do with aviation. You could get jobs with civilian contractors, AEI we work hand in hand with, or Boeing, Lockheed Martin.
Okay.
I think right now Latina's on the fence whether or not she wants to join, whether it's going to lead to success outside of the Army, or whether or not, you know, she's going to succeed in the job that she chooses.
I'm glad you guys took the time out to come out and ride with me. The more I learn, the more that I see multiple similarities in your world and also like in mine as far as the community.
Absolutely. It's pretty much its own self-sustaining community, if you will. So you have your own shopping centers, the PX, for example. You have the commissary for the grocery store. So you can save money in the long run just simply because it's tax-free as opposed to buying the same product off post.
They seem to have really good benefits for you guys.
Why are you thinking about joining?
I'm pretty self-driven and I can do a lot of stuff on my own, but it gets lonely. So it was more enjoyable to have success with somebody there with you. Like even with the obstacle course yesterday, it was a lot more enjoyable because I had you guys there pushing me.
We were all suffering together.
Yes, we were all suffering together. So it wasn't that I won, it was one that we won, and I like that.
If Latina chooses to join the Army, she's going to find that there's a lot of camaraderie, and she's going to find herself in a community surrounded by people that are constantly wanting to join together and band together and be a team to accomplish the missions that are at hand.
All right, Latina, what you're going to see today is based off of a real-life scenario that you will see in a tactical environment downrange. It's something that I have had experience with in supporting these units downrange, and we take our training very seriously. So I need you to do all you can to get that mission done. All right, let's go.
After an intense week of 15 whiskey training, it's time for Latina to show what she's made of. In this lifelike training scenario, she'll need to provide overwatch for a convoy heading straight towards disaster. For Latina's final training exercise, she'll be providing overwatch for a convoy. What she doesn't know is there's a group of IED implacers setting up an ambush, and it's up to her to find and destroy the enemy.
We have a convoy at location 14 Romeo Papa Victor.
To be successful on this mission, Latina's going to have to get eyes on that convoy, provide that overhead reconnaissance, find those IED implacers, and she's going to be required to eliminate the target. We're going to be looking for anything that stands out to be an enemy location or anything that might cause harm to our convoy. So you can see that your stair point's really far away.
Will you find me closer to the stair point?
Roger, I'm moving you closer to the stair point right now. I'll put you in a loiter overhead.
Copy that. There it is.
All right, so we have eyes on the convoy. We want them on screen the entire time.
Otherwise, we lose positive ID, and that's key around this time.
Uh-oh. We need eyes on that convoy. All right.
15 whiskeys are integral to any mission, and now that Latina has found the convoy, she only has a few minutes to locate the hostiles to avert disaster.
Task 3-1, Nomad 49. Have eyes on 3-vehicle convoy moving northwest.
Task 3-1 copies. You have eyes on. We would like you to keep a 150-meter scan ahead of the lead vehicle.
Nomad 49, 150-meter scan, copy. Task 3-1, Nomad 49. Stand by. There appears to be suspicious activity.
We are standing by at our current position. Okay, so I want you to zoom in there. How many people in this case?
4. Wait, no, there's 6. There's 6 people. Task 3-1, Nomad 4-9. There are 6 individuals. 3 appear to be digging. 3 appear to be standing guard. They're about 150 to 200 meters in front of the convoy.
Very good.
Nomad 4-9, those are confirmed hostiles. You're clear to engage the target.
All right, so we want to get that footprint directly on the guys digging, because our likelihood of actually destroying this target would be to hit that IED right there, right?
Yes.
Whenever you're in position there, Dantino.
Roger, I am wings level at pointing in line at target. And weapons fire, missile away.
Should maintain those crosshairs directly on those 3 guys digging.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Target destroyed.
We have good flash.
Good effect on target. All 6 personnel have been destroyed. It felt really good to have mission success and to get the bad guys, but I think it's more important about the mission success because I didn't have to do it on my own. I could actually have a true support system, and that was really nice.
What'd you think?
I liked it. It was a lot of fun. Got to work on these controls.
Oh, that's all right. You did fine. Overall, we had mission success. Latina did very well communicating back and forth with her battle buddy, which in this case was PFC Dantimo. So overall, Latina has all the tools that she needs to be successful. Okay, Latina, that concludes the training you have with us. Next, we're going to introduce you to a prior 15 whiskey. We're going to send you to Washington, D.C., to the Pentagon, and see what she has to say. Are you ready to go?
I am very ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I'm Kathy. Welcome to the Pentagon. My name is Kathy Quang, and I was in the Army for 4.5 years as an unmanned aero vehicle operator. I'm currently working at the Pentagon under the Secretary of Defense for Intelligence in the Battle Space Awareness portfolio. And I'll show you the Pentagon.
To be able to walk around the Pentagon today was truly amazing. It's like you're going to the Pentagon. It's like that secret place that you don't really ever get to go to. And then all of a sudden somebody was like, hey, here's the magic key. You get to go. And I'm like, yeah.
With my surveillance recon background, I was able to obtain a job with the Office Under Secretary of Defense for Intelligence. My MOS training as a UAV operator actually helped me land me the job that I have now. I would not be where I am today without the Army. My parents cannot believe I even work at the Pentagon. Every Christmas, my dad wants a Pentagon shirt. It's really crazy to compare myself to who I was in high school. I've grown up so fast. I just bought my house last year through the VA loan in DC.
I can definitely see that her service in the military prepared her in every aspect for what she does now. She was very inspiring to me. Do you have any specific scenarios where you could identify, I definitely was able to apply my leadership or some other type of benefit or skill that you learned?
I was always wanting to do better. I came in as the E1. I made E5 sergeant by the time I was 20 years old.
You went from an E1 to an E5 in 2 years?
In 2 years, yes.
I will definitely say that Kathy was very inspiring to me. It's nice to talk to a female and get their perspective. Nothing wrong with talking to a male, but sometimes it's about identifying with the person. No matter the decision I make, I will make the correct one for me.
Sergeant Preston.
Sergeant Jones, good to see you.
Thanks for meeting me here. Beautiful day in D.C. You've been with Latina all week. How did she do?
Throughout the week, Latina did very well. She got hands-on experience on the payload operator side.
Well, that's great. This is her big day, and we're going to see what she has to say.
Okay, great.
Latina, good to see you again.
Nice to see you again, Sergeant.
Sergeant Preston's here with us.
Hi, Sergeant Preston.
I had an opportunity to talk with Sergeant Preston here for a moment about how you did this week. How do you think you performed?
I do feel like if I had the training, I would be a lot better, epic status, superstar status, take it up there, watch me work status. But I felt like I was able to redeem myself in little instances and activities and simulations we did. So for instance, on the obstacle course, I got to work with my battle buddies and my mentor hand in hand.
Throughout the week, I was very, very impressed, very excited to see that you had that motivation and that determination to learn. Your retention capabilities throughout the week were exceptional. Did very well.
All right, thank you, Sergeant.
Now's the time, Latina. Are you going to join the Army or remain a civilian?
I think I'm going to join the Army, for real. This is, yes. I'm really going to do it. Oh my gosh, I'm really going to do this.
Well, congratulations, Latina. Welcome to the team.
Thank you so much, Sergeant.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Sergeant.
All right, so you got to tell me about this obstacle course.
I am very grateful that I had the opportunity this week to meet with a mentor, battle buddies, to meet an alumni, and I think the fact that they were honest and they gave me the real deal helped my decision. So I am very excited for this next adventure or chapter of my life. I'm just really excited.